bunch of tornadoes out there. I didn't feel like chasing them. Anyway, I think about 6 months back, I made a video. There's some clowns on here that said the arcade went up was going out of business because they had to take out a loan or something like that. If you watch this video right here, hopefully it's not backwards. Arcade One Up is not no evidence of it going out of business or anything like that. Just because you take out a loan, but more importantly, I was let me shut this off. More importantly, I kind of found this out accidentally, and MEDIA1UP. I don't know if it's the same as Iconic Arcade. Don't know if it's the same company or just a friendship thing or something. I couldn't order anything. And if you watch my video from 6 months ago, I specifically stated that a CEO or, anyone of a company cannot quit or get fired. They said some guy named John B or D got fired. I don't care about that for doing stuff. Either or, you cannot leave a company and start your own business and take the licensing and all that stuff with you. And it looks like I was exactly right because I happened to find out that I was trying to order something. I don't remember if it's off Iconic Arcade or Media or both. I couldn't get anything, and unfortunately I found out through sources accidentally, because I don't watch people's YouTube videos too much, is I guess there was a cease and desist order against the owner, which I think his name is John B or John D of the company. So we're going to go ahead and go through this, because if you watch my video 6 months ago, I specifically say he's going to get in trouble for that if that's what he's doing. So hopefully this ain't backwards. If it is, and I'll reverse it. This is just a guess and allegations. I don't know if Media and Iconic Arcade are the same thing. And I'm not going to research the law too much because I got a headache. And this has been about 15 years since I took law about this, or 10 years. And unfortunately, I've been hitting everything on the dot. I've won all my lawsuits and that, even against attorneys, and it's hard work. So anyway, why did he get a cease and desist order? Well, usually there's two reasons, and they are pretty serious reasons, believe it or not, if this is what's going on. And let's see, what's the other one called? I'm going to write this down. If this is backwards, I'm sorry. I'll probably just use the iPhone next time or something like that. We got copyright reasons, and the second one is called trade secrets, which is very serious. So I'm going to explain this. I'm going to guess on what he did, because when I buy an Arcade 1UP, Iconic Arcade, or Media One Arcade, the reason why I do it is I do not really want to spend money. It's not so much spending money. I really don't want an actual arcade, simply because they take up way too much room. They are extremely heavy, and I'm getting kind of old. They weigh from like 200 to 300 pounds. They only have one game on it. The Arcade 1UP, Iconic, and that, they got 3, 4, 5, 6 games on it. So, and the other thing too, they have flat panel TVs. Now I could take the arcade, the original arcade machine, and put a flat TV on it if I want, but the only thing I'm going to get, if it's arcade, is probably like Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, and Die Hard. The bar tops, I could buy a bunch of those. Those I don't mind because they don't take up space. So anyway, the cease and desist order, to me, what it sounds like, in my opinion, is the copyright and a secrets trade is what it is. And what happened is he basically, let me write this down so you guys can understand. Israel, Palestine, give me some whatever you want. Hi, I don't do drugs if that's what you're talking about. Give me some of whatever you're on. The explanation is about legal. Um, the explanation is about the cease and desist order if he's got one. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and explain this the best I can. I can't find my whiteboard, so anyway, we will do this. You got a company right here, and you got the CEO, whatever his position is, John D, John B, I don't know these people. He was part of Arcade1UP. I guess he was marketing and licensing. So here is where it comes to copyright and the trade secrets. What happens is when you get a big wig like that, he's going to know everything from production to vendors, the made and model, how it's made, what type of wood. Let's see what other things you got. He's got I think it's called acquaintances. You know, like he knows these people. I don't know, AKACQUANCES. Then you got bunch of trade secrets. He knows how to run the production and company, all that stuff. So what happens is you get this big model when he works for when a Arcade1UP. And there's a lot more to this. As I said, he knows production. He's got friends or acquaintances of vendors, licensing, all that stuff. So what supposedly happened, which I do not care, he either got fired or quit. They say allegations fired for sexual harassment, gay stuff or something. I really don't know, and I don't care, and that's not the point. The point is he took off from the company and he decided to start his own company. So what happens is, from what it looks like to me, and before I begin and forget, they said that the MEDIA1UP, or as I kind of Arcade1UP, has what's called a Raspberry Pi on it. Here's the situation, okay? Raspberry Pi, as far as I know, and the others are actually illegal, these emulators, and I do have one myself. It's a little tricky on copyright, because if you have it for personal usage, that's fine, but he's selling it. But here's the Raspberry Pi, which is an ugly picture. It's a program for the arcades, and that you don't know if he started this when he was under Arcade1UP. So that's one situation. The other situation is he's building it the same scale as Arcade1UP, which could be considered copyright. Same size, same made, same everything else. So that's the other situation. The biggest thing is someone told me somehow he took his licensing from Arcade1UP, whatever he had. You got Williams for the arcades. What else do you have? Capcom. All that other stuff. Was it Konami? So what he did, from what I'm guessing, is he took all these licenses, and I guess he went to built his own company. So right there is sort of a trade secret. You got the same scale arcade, which is a copyright violation. And, you got the stuff like the wood, how it's made and stuff, the production standards, which is considered a trade secret. How it's made, where it's made, the thickness thin of the wood, the type of screen, the TV screen. Again, that's that's more of trade secrets. Trade secrets is a very serious thing when it comes to companies. You got to learn to keep your mouth shut and stuff. And on top of that, when you work for a company, especially like him or me or something like that, it don't matter what you own in that. When you work, and of course they probably have a bunch of agreements with the guy too. But usually when you work for a company, which was John B or John D, as you can see here. It's not backwards. Underneath is, here's John D right here. There's your company. Anything he does, licensing and stuff, the production, whatever kind of deals he has, is a representative. He's a representative of our Arcade 1UP. It's Arcade 1UP owns that stuff. Okay. So what's happening is, I guess he got a cease and desist order, and I am about 99% sure that is why it is considered trade secrets and it's considered infringement of copyrights. Now, I guess how he made his a little different. You could change it no matter, you could change it however you want, okay? You could do whatever you want to it. I guess he added an HDMI to it, Raspberry Pi. That does not mean it avoids copyright. Okay, it's still copyright. You can add jacks to it, whatever. And on top of that, when he was with the Arcade 1UP situation, they could have started adding HDMI to the Arcade 1UP. So he probably just took that idea and started his own company. So from what I see here, I think it's been 2 or 3 months. I don't see anything on the internet. I can't buy anything. So what it looks like to me, it's a very serious cease and desist order. I'm going to say it's very legitimate. You can't be going around doing it now. However, he could build maybe like a third arcade scale, maybe still have the licenses and rework it, different wood, all that different type of stuff is fine. But basically what he did, what it looks like in my opinion, is he took the licenses with him to build his own company. That's the first thing. He's got production knowledge, how they make this stuff, the thickness of the wood, what kind of wood. That's the trade secret. The vendors is a trade secret. The screen that's used for the Arcade 1UP to play the games, that's another one. So all that stuff is going to get him in trouble here. So anyway, that's why he probably has a cease and desist order, because, you know, I looked on the Arcade 1UP thing, the MEDIA1UP, and I can't buy anything. So that's all I got. That's I think what's going to happen is he's going to have to do something different. And when I was 4 years old, I asked my math teacher, "Is your head for Easter? Because it looks like a chocolate egg." It's a Jason's mask. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say. You know, it's just kind of a shame here. Other than that, I kind of just found this. This is old school here. Anyway, as far as traveling goes, I'm going to head out east here. And then I think, yeah, I'm going to be heading out east. I'll be heading out west here. Right now, I'm working on my weight. So I'm a little bit chubby, but not too bad. Just getting old. But anyway, other than that, just kind of checking in. Right now I'm editing some videos. Kamala's coming out here, and tomorrow I got a venture one. As far as these people taking these guesses, they're very off on it. It's been 6 months now since they claim Arcade 1UP is going out of business. And I mean, what happened to it, you know? Right there, I made the video 6 months ago. And they're all wrong, and I was exactly right. And like I said in that video, I specifically stated you cannot leave a company, start your own company, and take the stuff with you. You can't do that, okay? So, with that said, I've been a little bit slow on making videos. I've just been really busy. So I got some more traveling to do. Like I said, I'm just doing this YouTube stuff part-time for right now. The other major news I got is I'll be heading out to Nevada There's a couple castles and that I'm going to look at and some adventuring I'm going to do. So I got a pretty good thing here. How many people I got? Wow, I had a lot of people today. Anyway, other than that, I think I'm going to check out because I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go ahead and edit some videos. But I just found this. I don't know if I'm going to sell this or not. This is a Monopoly game. I got quite a bit of these. I had another one. I don't know where it went. But this is actually pretty nice. And the bad part is I think I got to unscrew it, get the battery up. I'm thinking about selling some of these. But I used to play this a lot. I think this is like out of 2020 is when it was built. I had another one. I think I sold the other one. But these are pretty nice and neat. This is more of a lottery type, I think. The other thing I'm waiting for is New Wave Toys to come out with some new stuff. I'm waiting for RoboCop and Numbskull. So it's already March. They haven't came out with nothing. And speaking about that, I'm still waiting on my Black Hole Pinball from New Wave Toys. I am waiting on my Crane, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Big Bad Toys. I'm waiting on a couple of stuff, Crystal Castle. So I don't know if they're just behind or what the heck is going on. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take off here. Make sure you check out my video tomorrow for one of my travel stuff. Anyway, this is legal that I'm giving you. Like I said, it's just a good educational guess. I'm not going to dig into it too much because I just don't have the time and I don't care. When I buy something like an RK1UP, I don't care who works for the company or CEOs and stuff because you don't know them like these other people think they do. Stuff like this happens. So with that said, everyone have a good day. There's your legal information on the cease and desist order if he's got one. So hopefully RK1UP does a better job building their machines using better joysticks like the iArcade, better software and better screen, because my opinion is these arcade 1-ups are only worth about $400, maybe 500. If they're going to raise up to 700, they need to put better joysticks and stuff like that. But as I said, the only reason why I buy them, I don't feel like dealing with the massive amount of weight and the size of a regular arcade. And then I probably had to tear it apart to put in a flat panel screen TV. So the only thing I would recommend people to buy is, if you had the money for it, is a real pinball machine. Because I don't think there's no substitute for that. So with that said, everyone have a good night. And that is